welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm Zero.
I'm DK.
And I'm Rizzo, and today on Anime Reaction, we watched the first episode of Danshi Koukousei no Nichijou. If you want to check out our reaction to the first episode of The Daily Lives of High School Boys, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga, and don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching. So, yeah, just starting out, this one was one of the funniest first episodes I've ever fucking watched.
Yeah, you say we watched. It's more like we laughed through at this rate because, I mean, except for like a couple moments of respite, this just, oh my god, it had pretty much all of us rolling.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the funnier ones that I've ever seen. So
yeah,
that's, you know, a good thing.
Yes, I think I said it in the reaction, but yeah, I haven't laughed through, you know, this much of an episode of any anime since I last watched Baka and Test.
Yeah.
So, I mean, absolutely hysterical.
So it looks like what we're going to get with this series is having each episode be consisted of 5 parts, which is typical for something based off of a young coma, which I imagine that this probably is.
It definitely seems that way, kind of skit by skit setup there.
So the first skit that we get is called, High School Boys and After School. And basically, they're sitting around in Tadakuni's house, and Tadakuni out of nowhere says, "How do you get a girlfriend?"
Of all the people to ask, really?
Yeah, I don't know how long they've been friends at this point, but judging by how he reacted when they started doing the skit, where he's like, "Oh, we're doing this again?" You know, kind of like they do it fairly regularly. You'd think that he'd know that they're not the people to ask, like, at all.
I'm starting to see some interesting parallels here. I don't know, just a hunch.
But yeah, so his 2 idiot friends launch into a very creepy,
like a barrage of dating sim cliches.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just, oh my god.
It was funny, but it was like, ugh, why would you do that? Which makes it hilarious that the second skit follows it up. High School Boys in Skirts.
Oh, God.
Also, I must add, welcome back Tomokazu Sugita. We've missed you a lot. In a very snarky
he does
lead male role.
Hidenori Tabata, the glasses guy. So yeah, in High School Girls or High School Boys in Skirts, I'm sorry, who was it who came up with the idea of wearing the skirts? Was it Hidenori or was it Yoshitake?
I should think it was Hidenori. Like, what do you think of skirts?
Yeah.
And then Yoshitake's like, we're not having this argument.
Oh, hell no.
Uh-uh.
But yeah, one of them ends up going and grabbing Tadakuni's little sister's school skirts and brings 3 of them. Then they kind of have like a fight over when they're putting them on, and they're like, "Oh, let's go put them on in separate rooms." So they all got to separate rooms to put them on, and then they come back in at the same time, and naturally, they fooled Tadakuni into putting on the skirt by himself.
Actually, you even get a worse scene there while they're like squabbling over the nature of skirts. I forget which one was it Yoshitake or Hidenori? But he tosses all the skirts in the air and then does a little magic trick and makes a pair of Tadakuni's sister's panties appear in his hands.
That he switched out with his own.
Oh yeah, I think that was Hidenori.
Hidenori.
Yeah. Oh my god, just.
And all this time we're like,
funny.
And all this time we're like, oh yeah.
She's gonna walk in.
She's totally gonna come home and walk in.
And naturally, not only when her brother has the skirt on, but they've also managed to talk him into wearing a bra of hers, and it looks like they were about to force him into her underwear as well. And then she opens the door.
And you just love it because normally the cliche would be that, you know, she is like a little cut to black and then little swipe animations, and they have lumps on their head or something like that. She just walks forward angrily. Oh, don't let me stop you. I have a feeling that Tadakuni learned what sodomy is that night, courtesy of his really cruel and unforgiving sister.
Yeah.
And he totally deserved it.
Yep.
Oh my god, that was hysterical.
Yep. Then in part 3, we had the High School Boys and Ghost Stories. Which is basically they're all sitting around in Tadakuni's house again. And they decide to tell some ghost stories. I'm not real. I have fuzzy memories of the very beginning of that skit because I was laughing too hard from the previous skit.
Yeah, but it's like a good load of that intro story.
But let me get my read character names. But Hidenori and Yoshitake, they gave out their stories.
Like a girl who uses 3 chopsticks.
There was.
This is unusual.
Yeah, Hidenori's story about a girl who uses 3 chopsticks, which is just unusual.
Mm-hmm.
And Yoshitake
Story about when he cut his own nipple off.
Which is just painful, but not scary.
Oh no, it's scary.
Oh, it's frightening.
I'm scared of razors.
I've almost cut mine in half. Okay.
Oh.
Yikes.
That story was a little bit near dear to my heart, man.
Literally.
Indeed.
But and then Tadakuni comes in with a not drunken, just a party story where
it's definitely one of those ones where you imagine that it was probably told a little differently in the manga.
Yes. But the way that it was told here, they drink some stuff. A friend gets queasy, goes in the bathroom, pukes up some stuff, and there's a centipede in the puke.
Which leads the other two to get up. Oh no, we're just gonna use the restroom.
I'm done.
And then they go into the restroom, and Tadakuni's little sister is already puking because she was listening to the story.
Buckets.
They forced themselves to puke to make sure that there wasn't centipedes.
And then while they're having that nice little group puke session there, Tadakuni's like, oh, I guess it's too late to tell them I made it up.
God.
So much trolling going on here. I love it.
That one scene makes me very happy that Tadakuni can actually get back at them at certain points.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if Tadakuni was just like the butt monkey, that's all he was just a butt monkey.
Yeah.
I could easily get bored of this series because I know that Tadakuni could just.
No, but when they all have their moments, then it's so much better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when they all add to it. I mean, that's why it's a trio of us.
Yep.
Again, those parallels.
But the cream of the crop.
Well, yeah. Then we have. I wouldn't necessarily call it the cream of the crop.
That was
the last one.
The skirt skit. Holy shit.
The fourth one was the high school boy and a female companion, which shows Hidenori and Yoshitake sitting they're in their classroom right before school, and they're noting how Tadakuni is kind of late. Anyway, I believe it was Hidenori who opened the window. And he's looking out, and he sees Tadakuni walking with an unknown girl, high school girl. And he has the overreaction of all overreactions there.
I think Tomo from Azumanga Daioh would approve. Why the crap would you?
But
heck?
But yeah, then Yoshitake looks out and screams, Tadakuni is walking with a girl. And then the entire class runs to the windows and starts looking out. Then they have the the wise old sage of their class, the delinquent. Yeah, he's probably listed. I just don't feel like looking through the massive character list. to go find his name.
Massive.
Massive. Like,
Huge.
bigger than Gundam massive.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, this is actually a collab between Square Enix and Sunrise.
Yeah.
And
they
We
let us
forgot to mention that.
and they let us
no,
know.
no. We'll talk about that.
We'll get to that
after we do the recap. So, yeah, the delinquent basically analyzes their movements or whatever, like noting how Tadakuni's kind of looking away and they're walking at different paces.
It just seems a little awkward.
It just seems a little awkward. So he's like, well, they're not dating yet, but they could be.
They just met.
So the entire class decides to go out and meet him at the gates. I mean, we're talking the F-class Inquisition.
Yeah, Inquisition is back.
Level of not wanting their friends to hook up with chicks.
Inquisition level of cock blocking.
Yes, Inquisition level of cock blocking.
Assholes, yes.
Yeah, and they all walk out there and confront him, and they're like being all threatening and stuff. And as it turns out, he was just showing her the way to the station.
I just love how Tadakuni totally ignores the whole class. And then, him and the girl both just go their merry way while they're just standing there. I guess I didn't know that. Why the heck?
How would I have done that? Then we get the cream of the crop, which was a hilarious story called The High School Boy and the Literary Girl, which is not centered around Tadakuni for once. And it's centered around Hidenori, and it shows him like laying on a riverbank reading a book at sunset, and he has a problem reading the book because it's so windy. Well, right when he closes the book, he notices that a random high school girl comes and sits down right behind him on this big, wide, empty riverbank. So obviously she's sitting down next to him for a reason. And then he proceeds to have like this internal monologue, which is absolutely hilarious.
And
so relatable, too.
Oh, so relatable.
Absolutely relatable.
Like,
especially if it was
like, what the fuck should I say?
Especially if it's like the first time you ever talked to a girl.
Yeah.
Like ever talked to a girl who you may or may not like.
It actually has been proven. There was a study done, I believe at Stanford University, that the problem-solving and cognitive abilities of men decrease dramatically, even when shown the picture of a woman in a bikini. It is true. Women you're attracted to, fellas, will make you dumber.
It also doesn't help that Hidenori is also
He's pretty fucking stupid, yeah.
But so he contacts the other two, which he refers to as his rescue squad.
Squad goals.
Via an email. And then, what he decides to say is, like, the cheesiest fucking thing. I mean, you saw it, like, right after he said it, where he's like, oh, God, I want to die.
Was it like, well, the wind is howling?
What
the hell was that?
Yeah, the wind is...
or screaming, or...
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, and basically just, oh God, I want to die. What the hell was that?
And then the girl chimes up and was like, yeah, there seems to be something wrong in the air. Something that
yeah, basically she responds in kind.
The wind seems foul.
But like while Hidenori's having his internal dialogue, she's looking away and just like, oh yeah, I'm totally digging it. It's just
the look on her face was hilarious.
Absolutely hilarious.
And then Yoshitake shows up, and he says something to the same effect about the wind. Like he totally reads the situation.
Mm-hmm. Let us make haste,
yeah,
or something like that.
And then Tadakuni shows up and he's like, hey, big news! The trips are on half price at the supermarket.
And the girl comes and just fucking decks him.
The girl runs up the embankment and just decks him.
Like flash steps and just gets her Saitama on. But it's not just one punch. She fucking lays into him. You hear in the background just like, bah, bah, ah.
Oh God.
And then she drops her school bag and it slides down the hill and opens up, and a handwritten novel slides out.
About that exact
which
situation.
Hidenori picks up, and it's literally about the exact situation.
Oh.
But, that poor girl. But it ends off with Hidenori being a little pissed because the character in the novel is written with a specific background, and he doesn't think that he looks like a lonely otaku. Lonely sad otaku, I believe was the term.
Well, I'm flattered someone wrote a novel about me, but...
Damn.
I'm just a lonely otaku.
And then the ending theme was literally the words from
The words from that conversation.
From that conversation.
And so it got this, this slow melodramatic music and all that, and it's really interrupted by Tadakuni. Hey, the chips are half off at the convenience store. So just another, just a cherry on top of a comedy Sunday here.
Yeah, this was really good.
Good God,
I'm so looking forward to the rest of this.
Yeah, if it's even closely as funny as this, then we got a winner on our hands.
Yeah. Now, we did forget to talk about the very beginning, which is the way that you do those gag openings.
Looking at you, Honda-kun.
Looking at you, Honda-kun. This is the way that you do it. It's short, it's out there, but the gag makes sense.
It does make sense.
So it's a collaboration between Square Enix and Sunrise, and you get, what was it, Gundam colored
you
Zaku?
get Zaku's with the RX-78 Gundam's paint job, basically.
Coming down.
Which was cool.
Which was cool.
Well,
I like that.
First,
I
it
like
shows the characters running late to school. One, Tadakuni has the bread in his mouth,
of
classic.
Course.
And then, Yoshitake, I believe, is running while eating last night's curry. And then Hidenori is running while eating a bowl of, I think, ramen.
Yeah, ramen or soba or something.
Yeah, ramen or soba. Or,
some noodle dish.
Yeah, some noodle dish. And then and then the Zaku come out of the sky, and then they find like
some sort of like book.
Some sort of book, but it
starts
it was turning it into an RPG.
Yeah, but the book itself, I believe, was supposed to be, I think, like the pilot's manual for the original Gundam. That's what the cover kind of reminded me of.
Yeah.
But as they open it up, they turn into little RPG characters.
So, there you go.
And then it breaks into them arguing in Tadakuni's room.
That's not what it's about. It's supposed to be a normal story about a normal high school boy. That's boring. Damn.
You'd actually be very surprised at how funny high school life was.
Right.
I mean, we recount some experiences.
Oh, so relatable, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, so relatable.
So relatable.
I could literally point out who in some of our circles of friends. I could point out. Okay, he would start this scene.
Mm-hmm.
He might not start the next scene, but he would.
Mm-hmm.
She would definitely start this scene, and the last one was just, yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So definitely looking forward to more of this series.
Hysterical. Holy shit.
We'll be coming out with the next one next week. So, let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo. See you next time.
And go ahead and click on my face to go to our most recent Otaku Saga talk.
Click on my face to go to Otaku Saga Gaming, our gaming channel.
And click on the waifu to subscribe to Otaku Saga. And check out our new and improved Patreon page.